Hey, what's up everyone? So today we have a wig from LuHair and here it is. So this is the box that my wig came in. I really like the packaging for their wigs. This is not my first time working with them. I have worked with them before, and you guys, I always love their packaging because it just feels really luxurious. Like it has like the croc. You see the croc? I know you see the croc print, girl. Yes. So I love that, and it's a very sturdy box too. You can always use stuff like this for storage. So this is the bag that the wig comes in. A really nice black and gold, really clean bag. Like, I love the packaging for this company. Like, I'm like, oh my god, yes girl. Like, you just feel like expensive when you like opening this package. It's like, yes, all they need to do is wrap a little ribbon around it like they do at Louis Vuitton, bitch. Yes. Anyway, ooh, look girl, the gifts are just dropping upon me. So I got me a baby hair toothbrush. I always see people use these. I've never bought one. I be seeing them at the beauty supply store, but I'm just like OG. Like, I've been doing my baby hair since the 90s, okay? And we always just use the old toothbrush, so I never saw the use of buying these, but they gave me one for free, so I'll try it out. Maybe I'll use it in today's video since they gave it to me, and I always do my baby hair anyway, so maybe I'll try this out today. Here is the wig. How many inches is this wig? Does it have any information on it? No. I'll have to just check the email and see. But oh snap, okay. Ooh, okay, I'm about to show y'all what I'm so excited about in a second. But yeah, this is the hair. It's beautiful hair, and I like the fact that it's not really like in one set pattern, because it just makes it look more natural that way. Because sometimes when the hair comes too uniform, it's like, you know that they made it look like that, like it was not looking like that before, and it's not gonna look like that after you wash it. But this looks like how your hair would look if you like freshly washed it and just let it air dry, so I like that. The hair is very soft as well, and this wig is very full. From the feel of this, I believe that this is a full lace wig. So that's what's up. So here is the inside construction of this wig. It has like the fake scalp or whatever. And it has, look, it says wig right here. That's cool. It has the elastic band that's adjustable in here, so that's always great. And let me just pull it all the way inside out for you guys. So yeah, this is the inside construction of the wig. This is the fake scalp area. This is the lace parting. The last time that I got a fake scalp wig, I wasn't really like a big fan of it, so I'm gonna see how this is working out. It's not a full lace wig though. They do have tracks in the back, as you guys can see. It also has a comb, and you also have some adjustable straps back here as well. The hairline isn't too bad, but I will need to pluck it for sure. It definitely is pre-plucked, but I am gonna pluck it some more. Here is this side. The knots are like small, so when the knots are small in a unit, that's what really helps to look more natural. So when you go in and bleach it, like, it's nothing. But what I will say, it's actually pre-bleached, you guys. Hold up. The knots are bleached on this wig. I was looking at it, I'm like, wait, I don't need to bleach the knots on here. Look. So this is probably one of them fake scalp wigs that's actually gonna work. The knots are bleached. So all I'm gonna need to do is just pluck it a little bit more so that it's like to my liking. Cause I was like, okay, now I'm gonna have to like bleach the knots on here. So this is gonna be a real quick wig then. So I'm just gonna pluck it off camera. Y'all see that? The knots are bleached. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pluck this unit off camera, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start applying this unit. So before I did start plucking it, I did want to show you guys just what it's currently looking like right now. So this is what the hairline looks like right now. So I just need to pluck it a little bit. But you see it is pre-plucked, and the knots are so tiny on this unit. Like, I love it. Like, you can see some of the knots, but it's not nothing crazy. You know what I mean? So that's cool. And once again, this is the hair in the back. It's very full. So I love that about it. You see right here, we giving scalp. We giving straight up scalp. Shout out to LuHair, because they about to save me so much time. Like, look at the knots, bro. They're already bleached. Bleached already. Bomb. This wig gonna be too bomb, watch. Alright you guys, so I just went ahead and adjusted the elastic band and the strap that's in the very back. and then I just slid the wig down. So this is what it's currently looking like. I'm just getting it situated still. It's definitely very secure, so I don't even feel like got to be spray is going to be necessary really, except for maybe like the very side part. I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting this lace off, but this wig is so like tight and secure, like super tight, so that's a good thing though. I'm not mad at it, but I need to start cutting this lace off. So today I had asked you guys the other day on Instagram, you know, what should my next video be or whatever, and I had you guys vote. I asked you guys if you guys wanted me to do a story time or if you guys wanted me to do a bougie on a budget haul, and over 50% of you guys said that you guys wanted me to do this story time about the time that I got caught cheating with my ex-boyfriend. So let's begin, shall we? So one day when I was minding my business, my best friend hit me up and she let me know that like this guy was interested in like talking to me. I guess he had like seen my picture from Facebook, and he wanted to like talk to me or whatever, and he wanted like my homegirl to give him my number. But she was like, well, I don't want to just be giving anybody your number, just handing your number out or whatever, so I just wanted to tell you about it because he keep asking me and pressing me for your number. So I'm like, okay, well, what did he look like? She was like, I'ma just send you his Facebook page and you could just check him out. So I was like, all right. One thing that I'm not liking about this wig so far is this part right here. So where the elastic band is, like, I have to put the wig down right here, but I can't even put it down because this hard ass piece. So I gotta have it behind my ear, but it's really not that comfortable. Ugh, that's annoying. All right, well, whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, just send me his Facebook page or whatever so I could just check out his Facebook, look at his pictures, and then just see what he looking like. So she sent me his Facebook, and I was like, oh honey, yes, like he was definitely right up my alley, definitely my type. Like when I see him, I was like, oh honey, yes, hurry up and give him my number. He was light skinned, he had like green eyes, he had like a fade, and I don't know about you guys, hold on. So once I officially have my wig tacked down, I'm gonna go ahead and start the story, but I can't start it right now because I gotta put this wig down. Okay, so now that my wig is on or whatever, we can go ahead and start getting into this story time, sis. So yeah, so back when I was in college or whatever, my best friend hooked me up with somebody. So apparently he had seen a picture of me on Facebook, like from her phone, when they was like hanging out one time at school, because him and her both went to the same school together. So he had seen a picture of me and he kept like asking her like to get my number, but my best friend was like, no, I can't just be giving like her number out like that, like she don't even know you. Eventually, I guess since he kept asking her, she just finally decided to tell me about him. She was like, girl, this guy like really wants your number bad, like he keep asking me to like get your number. I was like, oh okay, well what does he look like? Because I was single at the time, so I'm like, hello, like girl, hook me up, who is it? So she had first of all, look at this hairline, like I didn't even bleach the knots, like scalp. But yeah, so I was like, well girl, like send me like a picture of him or something. She was like, okay, I'm gonna send you his Facebook. So she sent me his Facebook and I checked him out and I was like, oh, he was bomb. He had like green eyes, and he was like one of the people that had like those green eyes that like change colors sometimes. Very nice eyes, like the kind like you just can't help but like look into and just be mesmerized. I don't know about y'all, but I love a nigga that has like a fresh haircut, like fresh fade. That's more so what I'm into. I don't like guys that have hair or long hair. So she gave him my number or whatever, he hit me up, and then like we instantly like hit it off. We got on the phone together one day and then that was it. Like she didn't even know we was together. Like it was like 1 minute she had like linked us up together. Next thing she knew, we was in a full-blown relationship. This hair is so bomb, like straight up scalp, like shout out to them. But anyway, so we dated for a couple of months. Things were good at first, like most relationships. I'm sorry y'all, I keep having like little strands of hair falling out because I just finished plucking this wig, so I haven't got like all the little hairs out. So basically after a while, I mean, we were together for a little bit, but after a while, like, I just wasn't feeling him no more. Like, he started doing stuff that I just did not like, and I didn't want to be with him no more. And I had told him that I didn't want to be with him, you know, but he was like, he insisted on us, like, you know, trying to make it work. He like, well, I don't want to just break up, like, let's just try to work it out. So I'm like, okay. But one thing about me is, like, once I'm over you, like, I'm done. Once I'm like emotionally not invested into it anymore, then that's when the relationship is like really over for me. There's no winning me back. You can try to work it out all day, every day, but the reality of it is, like, I'm just over it. He used to do certain things that would like get on my nerves. He was one of them pretty boys that was like just too into himself. And around this time was the time that Chris Brown had like dyed his hair blonde. And I swear, like, every light-skinned nigga just started dyeing their hair blonde and just swore up and down that they was Chris Brown. And I don't know about you, but like, I can't deal with that. Like, I don't like dating a guy that know he look good. Like, I need a nigga that like low-key think he's ugly, like low-key got low self-esteem. He don't really feel that good about himself. Like, that's the kind of nigga that I need in my life. I don't need a guy that know he look good. Cause men that know they look good and they know like girls gonna be on them, like, they just act a certain kind of way. I'm gonna tell you one thing that he did that like really turned me off and like made me not want to talk to him no more. So one time we was supposed to be going out to have like a little picnic at the park. So I thought that was cute, and it was his idea, mind you, to have this fucking picnic at the park. So he was gonna get like, he had like the big cover, the snacks and all that stuff, like the whole little shebang. We was gonna drink and stuff at the park. So I'm always down for a good vibe. I'm dressed, makeup done, hair done, all that good stuff is done. So I come to his house and he not ready, like he's still getting ready. So I'm like irritated for one, because women, you already know, we take a long time to get dressed. So the fact that he wasn't ready and I had to wait on him, I was so upset, first of all, because he wasn't even dressed yet. So I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, we're supposed to be going, like, what are you doing? He was like, oh, well, I just want to dye my hair first before we leave. And like my boyfriend at the time, like he dyed his hair blonde like Chris Brown. Like, somebody one day told the nigga he looked like Chris Brown, and he just went and ran with it. He do not look like no damn Chris Brown, okay? He made me wait for him to bleach his hair blonde before we can leave and go on our little picnic date at the park. Girl, do you know I was so mad and didn't even want to go no more? Even his mama was like, how you gonna make this girl come over here and make her wait for you to dye your hair blonde? Boy, if you don't go to the park, you know what I'm saying, like, just go. Like, you don't need to dye your hair right now. And it wasn't like his hair even looked bad. He had just like a little bit of new growth, so his new growth was like black, and then the rest of his hair, like the tips of it was blonde. So it was stuff like that that he was doing that was like irritating me. And after a while, like, I didn't want to be with him no more. Like, it was more stuff than just that. It was just like a combination of things. After a while of being with him, like, I just pretty much got tired of his shenanigans, like little stuff like that. And then one time, you know, like, we was out and we was shopping or whatever, and somebody like kept blowing up his phone, and I'm like, who the hell is this, like, blowing up your phone like that? Like, who is this? And it was like a female, and he was like, oh, like, that's just a friend or whatever. But he made it seem like it was nothing. And at the time, like, I mean, I cared, but I guess I just didn't care enough to like leave him. And like, some girl was like blowing up his phone, and I'm like, who the fuck is this calling you back to back to back like that? Like, first I wasn't tripping. I'm like, why you not gonna answer the phones? Like, that's weird. Like, you just gonna let them blow you up like that? Cause first of all, I knew it was a female, because ain't no way in the world your homie finna be blowing you up like that unless like it's an emergency, something done happened to him or something like that. But usually dudes is not gonna blow up another nigga phone. They gonna call you once, maybe twice max, but other than that, he not about to keep calling you. So I automatically knew it was a female, especially the fact that he didn't want to answer the phone. So this is currently what my hair is looking like, just real quick, just so y'all can check it out and see. So I'm like, who's calling you? Like, why you don't want to answer? He was like, oh, it's nothing. That's like the homegirl from school, whatever. I don't know what she want. I'm like, you don't know what she want? Well, why is she blowing up your phone? What are you talking about? We was arguing about that. I still made him go take me shopping, period, because he was about to go take me shopping, and I wasn't letting nobody mess that up. So he took me shopping. I spent his money, and I was mad. Like, I went home and I was upset or whatever about it. I didn't like break up with him or nothing. And I know for some people that alone was like enough to make them want to leave. Like, the fact that you didn't have to wonder what your partner is up to, or what female feels comfortable blowing up your phone, period. Like, what the hell? But I stayed with him after that. But eventually, like, I had got tired of his shit and I didn't want to be with him no more. And it's so funny how like the universe works, because it be like around the times like when you're at your weakest or your relationship is at your weakest, where it's like other people come in, like that one person that does everything that your current boyfriend or girlfriend doesn't do, like that person comes along. So it make it seem like the grass is greener on the other side type of shit, right? I just put some bio silk in my hair. So if you're wondering, what is that oil you're rubbing in your hair? Is bio silk. So right around this time, like I was saying, like how it's crazy how the universe works sometimes, one of my ex-boyfriends had hit me up. Now this ex-boyfriend was like one of my boyfriends, like we had broke up back when I was in high school. Like I was talking to him when I was in high school or whatever. He did some stupid shit. I'm not even gonna get into that. That's a whole nother story. But basically we ended on like somewhat bad terms, but not bad enough to where it was like I never wanted to talk to him again type of shit. So when he hit me up, like I was definitely down to like, you know, see what was up with him. He was like, yo, what's up, Dominique? Like, you know, I miss you. Like, how you been or whatever. And, you know, I was like excited to like hear from him. I'm not gonna lie. Like I definitely was. Cause he was just like super cool. He was like one of those people that I can talk to about anything. Like I can come to him with anything and I could talk to him about it. Like I like that about him. And I'm one of the people that like, I'm attracted to the person's looks, but like once we get past the looks, like I'm obviously going to be more so attracted to your personality, and especially like your conversation. Like that's like a big thing with me. Like I love somebody that can hold a conversation like a good one, and I get excited when you call type of shit, you know what I mean, or when I'm talking to you. Like I love that, and that's how this guy was. The one thing I didn't like about him though was he act like he was from New York. Like I don't know why he was so obsessed with like people from New York or being like a New York nigga, but he used to use their lingo and like dress a certain kind of way, and it was like annoying to me because I'm like, that's fake and I don't like anything fake. Like be yourself, like don't try to be nobody else. So that was one thing I didn't like about him, but other than that he was cool as fuck. So he hit me up and he was like, yo, like, you know, can I take you out? Can we kick it or something? I was straight up with him. I let him know, like, you know, I'm in a relationship right now. And he was like, you know, I understand that. I respect that. And niggas always say, like, they respect your relationship, but really they don't. They don't care about your relationship. Girl, bye. Now, I was in college at the time, so a lot of times I was busy because I had class or whatever. But one time, you know, he hit me up and he was like, yo, are you busy right now? And I'm like, no, I'm actually, I don't have any classes today. And he was like, all right, cool. So you want to hang out? Let's go to the beach or something. And like, we can smoke and catch a vibe. I was like, well, okay, well, sure, you can pick me up or whatever. So he ended up picking me up and we ended up going to the beach. Now, he wanted to smoke. Me at the time, like, I didn't smoke at all. But I told him, I was like, you know, I don't smoke, but you know, we can get like a bottle or something and we could like sip on something. And he was like, oh shit, that's even better. So he got us a bottle and we ended up driving to the beach. So we get to the beach, and you know how I was telling you how the one guy, how he made me wait when we were supposed to be having our date at the park, and he was supposed to like have the little blanket and stuff and all that, like for us to lay down on. Like this guy, like he had everything ready. He had a blanket for us to like sit on, like while we were on the beach. He set it up real cute, poured me a drink, and we just started drinking and like talking about life. Like, and I love like going to the beach. It's just like so peaceful at the beach, like hearing the seagulls, the ocean waves. So we just laying down on the beach and we drinking or whatever, and I'm just like talking to him, like, you know how I was telling you, like I could talk to him about anything. Like I don't remember everything we was talking about because obviously it was like so long ago, but I just remember we were just talking about a lot of shit, and it was like really good conversation. He for some reason had asked me, you know, about my relationship. He was like, you know, you sitting here with me on the beach, like why is that? Like what's going on with your relationship right now? Like what's going on with y'all? Because I guess he just want to see like what his status would be like, or what me and him were gonna have. So I was like just telling him like different things that, you know, I didn't like about the relationship and like different problems that we was having. And he was able to relate on a lot of those things in like a relationship that he was in. So we was like kind of bonding off of that. And so we were sitting at the beach for hours just talking about so much. And girl, so tell me why, like I look at my phone because I'm like, you know, I just wanted to see like what time it was, because I'm like, dang, we have been there for a while drinking or whatever. I'm like, dang, I wonder what time it is. So anyway, I go and I look at my phone. Girl, why do it say like 1 hour, such and such minutes on my phone. And guess whose name was on my phone? My boyfriend's. Like, I don't know all of what he heard, but he was listening to our conversation for a long ass time. And I don't know if I pocket dialed him or how the hell that happened, but I was like, oh my God. Like, I looked at my phone and I seen the time and I seen his name. So obviously, if it has that much time on the phone, that means that he's been sitting there listening to everything. Like, the first thing I thought to do was hang the fuck up, like hang up the phone. So I hang up the phone, you guys, and when I say he started blowing my phone up, I told the guy, he was like, what's going on? And I was like, he was listening to our conversation this whole time, and he was like, yo, you gotta be kidding me, are you serious? And I'm like, yes, he's been listening this whole time. Like, I just looked at my phone and I seen it said like an hour or something. And he was like, oh man. While I'm telling him all of this, like, my boyfriend is like blowing up my phone like crazy. So I'm just like, well, I'm gonna eventually have to answer, but I didn't want to, like, you know, talk to him while I was at the beach with this guy. But I wasn't finna like sit here and argue on the phone with my boyfriend when I'm with my new nigga. So I just like let my boyfriend just keep blowing up my phone. I just let him keep calling and calling and calling. Like, he had called me at least 25 times. Like, he just kept calling my phone. I kept just like ignoring the calls. I didn't like hit like decline or nothing like that. I just didn't answer. I just let the phone just keep ringing, ringing, ringing. So he was like, well, did you want me to just take you home? Like, I know that kind of like messed up the vibe. Like, you want me to just take you home? And I was like, well, I mean, I guess, like, yeah, you could take me home or whatever. So he ended up driving me to the house, and like the whole time while he driving me to the house, like, my phone is just going off, and he like, dang, like, he is blowing you up. Like, he was like, why don't you just answer? I was like, I already know he finna yell at me and we finna be arguing, and I don't want to do that like while I'm in the car with you, like trying to explain everything to him. So I was like, I'm gonna just talk to him like once I get home. So I get home or whatever, I give him a hug and I go in the house. Like, me and him, like, we never even did nothing. We never even did nothing really. All we did was we were just talking and kicking it. Like, that was literally our first time hanging out. Like, you know what I mean? Our first time hanging out, like, for years. Like, I hadn't seen him for a long time. And the first time we decided to hang out was the time that my boyfriend ended up catching us, like, talking to each other. That was so crazy to me. So finally, once I got home, I was like, well, I'ma just finally just call him back. Because since I wasn't, like, answering the phone, he just started sending me text messages. He was like, you foul, that's messed up. Like, you sitting over here talking about me to this nigga and telling him all our relationship problems. Like, that's none of his business what we got going on. And he was absolutely right about that. I really didn't have no business telling him, you know, about my current dude and that relationship. And really, I'm not even that kind of person, like, to be, I'm not that girl that like loves to talk about like their ex-boyfriend or everything like their ex did wrong to like their new dude. But unless you ask me, you know what I mean? But a lot of girls, you know, they just be offering up that information, and it's like, girl, if you're gonna be talking about this nigga this much, you might as well just be with him. Like, you know, I'm not here to talk about him. But he actually asked for it, so I just told him, you know, what was going on since he asked. But yeah, girl, so I finally get to the house, and I called my boyfriend back or whatever, and he was like, what the fuck, like, and why were you ignoring my calls? I know you see me calling you. My whole thing is like this, like, even when I'm wrong, and I know this is messed up, but even when I'm wrong, like, I don't like to be wrong. Like, I'ma still find a way to make you the one that's like, it's your fault type of shit. So I was like, well, you know, I told you that I didn't want to be with you or whatever, and you insisted on trying to make this relationship work when I already told you, like, I didn't want to be with you. Like, it's a lot of stuff that you be doing that I don't like, and you haven't changed at all. Like, you haven't changed nothing. He was just like really upset still that, you know, I was just talking to another dude about him type of thing. And I completely understand that. Like, I definitely get where he's coming from. I mean, I just feel like this, like, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they telling you like they don't want to be with you no more, like, I'm not about to sit here and force nobody to be with me. Like, if you don't want to be with me, then fine. You ain't got to be with me. Like, how I look at it, it's plenty of other people out here. It's plenty of other people out here that want to be with me. You know what I mean? or want to entertain me, or, you know, spend time with me or whatever. Like, what you don't do, somebody else will. Like, that's just how I feel about that. He just started going off on me, cussing me out or whatever, but honestly, like, I just didn't care. Like, I just didn't care anymore. Like, he was cheating on me, so I just thought it was like funny how the tables had turned, and all of a sudden now you want to do the right thing, now you want to be doing right by me and trying to be in a relationship with me. It's like, boy, whatever. I just feel like in that scenario, like, I really didn't feel bad about like cheating on him. Like, he cheated on me with somebody, so it's like, as far as I was concerned, shit, I just evened the score. Shit, you did it to me, I did it to you, we're even. But for me, it wasn't like I really even cheated. Like, I was just spending time with somebody else, so I guess it's cheating, but it's like I never did nothing physical with him. I didn't kiss him, we didn't, you know, do anything, so technically I didn't cheat. The main thing that really like just did it for me, honestly, it wasn't even a cheating part. It was just like he was just too into himself. Like, he just cared too much about himself and like how he looked. Like, I don't like that at all. We was arguing for at least a good hour, like just back and forth, like just talking shit to each other. And after that, we didn't break up. Like, he didn't even break up with me. Like, he ended up talking to me later on that night. But it was funny because the other guy ended up hitting me up, and he was like, well, you know, when you gonna have some free time again so we can hang out? Like, you know, this time it was kind of like interrupted or whatever. And I ended up hanging out with him like a couple of more times after that. Like, I didn't care. Like, I eventually ended up breaking up with the other guy, and I didn't end up being in a relationship with either one of them. Like, after that, I wasn't in a relationship with either one of them, because the other guy, like I said, like, he was cool, but he would still do stuff that like I didn't like that whole fake New York thing, like trying to act like he from New York. Like, I didn't like that shit. That was lame as fuck to me. But it's like, sometimes when a guy is cute, like, you just be letting stuff slide. But I'm like, damn, like, until this day, like, I still do not have any idea how I even called him, like, how that even happened. And like, I mean, back then we did have like touchscreen phones and stuff, so I could have did it some weird way like that. I don't know, girl. But I was just like, oh, I was devastated. Cause like, it's one thing to like cheat on somebody, it's another thing to get caught while you're cheating on them. Like, and he heard everything that I had to say about him, like, so he knew exactly like what the issue was. And even prior to that day, like, he knew everything that, you know, I wanted him to change, or like, you know, just different issues that we had in our relationship. Because I'm like one of them people, like, if I have a problem, like, I'm gonna speak up on it. Like, I'm not gonna just be quiet and just let some shit slide. Like, if something is bothering me, like, I'm gonna tell you. Like, X, Y, and Z is bothering me, I don't like it. Like, so if you don't change it, like, then nigga, I'm out. Like, I didn't have to deal with that. And at that time, because I was so young, I was probably like 18 or 19 years old. Like, at that time, like, I really wasn't even concerned about, you know, whether or not, you know, I was in a relationship with that particular person, because I was getting niggas like every day. Like, it was nothing to me to like get another replacement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely was like, well, there's plenty more fish in the sea type of shit. Okay, you guys, so this is officially the finished look. I just think this is like a cute, sexy, classy look. And it's still like very full and bouncy. I really do like this hair. Shout out to LuHair for sending over this unit. I really do like this wig a lot. It's so cute, so natural looking. I used a 1 1/4 inch curling iron. So this is a Conair one. I bought this years ago for like $20 at Walmart. Look at them edges, sis. Look at that part, sis. Looking like scalp. Like, didn't even have to bleach the knots. Like, that's how bomb this wig is. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, this hair tutorial and story time about how I got caught cheating with my ex. I wish that I would have known like verbatim like everything that he was saying to me, but I just remember he was just cussing me out. I mean, this was like years ago. I was 18, 19 years old. I'm currently 27 or about to be 27. So it's like, the memory is there, but for me to remember verbatim what this nigga said to me is just doing too much. Like, I do not remember. I just remember he was cussing me out. And usually, I'm gonna be honest, like when you start cussing me out or talking to me crazy, like, I instantly just tune out. Like, my brain just goes somewhere else. Like, I'm no longer listening to you. Like, unless you say, I don't know, like, unless it's like something that you said that's like really disrespectful and hard for me to ignore, unless it's something like that, then no, I'm not going to like remember verbatim what you said. But I just remember he did just say something along the effects of, why are you talking about me to another nigga? I was so crazy, girl, a hot mess. And I just wore like this little silk dress. It looks like this cute little silk dress. I feel like this dress went perfect like with this hair. I feel very classy. I'm ready to go out to dinner. I'm ready to give me a new man. Like, this is definitely like some hair that I will wear out to a date. Like, I will wear my hair like this to go out for a date. Like, this is super cute, especially like with this dress. I just have to like get this dress altered because it just shows a little bit too much cleavage for me, and like the arm part is like annoying. But other than that, I really like it. This is a finished look. Love this unit. If you guys are interested in this wig, I will leave a link for it down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I will see all of you guys in my next one. Bye.